There is this magical old building behind me. What is exactly and why is it here? Let's find out. It looks like a tower, high like a 454 apartment building, and very old.
The Mezőhegyes stock farm was established 1785 by Emperor Joseph II. The crazy tower was built in around 1820 by the Austrian-Hungarian monarchy as a part of the stud farm. Some historians states it they used it for grain storage for the stud farm. I am strongly disagree with this. If they used for storage grains, why they are standing at the middle of nowhere? Why not next to the stud farm? The second reason why I am disagree with this, why the grain got in the towers. Those historians say they dump it from the top. There is no any loading hole on the roof. And how the grain got on the top? People carried up there on their shoulder? No way. I think whoever is say this never been inside. One thing surprised me.
People didn't steal it. I know it sounds funny, steal the tower like this. However, the late 50s and the early 60s, everything what belonged to imperialism, when a socialist government get into power, they destroyed and stealed. A material, they build a farm or build a house. Or for example, you can see this wall, how thick is it? That's why it did not collapse. It's over 200 years old and still standing.
You can see, I went in the tower. There is absolutely nothing in, just a lot of bird poop. That black stuff on the floor is bird poop. And this brings up to other theory. They might use it during the monarchy or home the carrier pigeons. At that time wasn't cell phone. Carrier pigeons provided the fastest possible communication. Mezőhegyes imperial stock farm was a strategically important asset, and the communication with other military centers was very important. Those small windows and the walls are ideal landing places for the pigeons. Having them all four sides allow the birds to approach from any direction. Plus, they hike, protecting them from predators.
Some people saying, or some documentation states it, they used it dry the tobacco, because tobacco was very popular at that time. Everybody smoked like a chimney. It was some luxuries for the rich. And a question come again, so how did tobacco got there? So just trees and weeds and nothing around it. This tower is just standing here for over 200 years and still standing strong.
One more thing what I need to say. After the Second World War, when Hungary became a socialist country with communist government, they destroyed everything. Castles, manor houses, and some churches. Everything that was a visible reminder of the old regime. They destroyed castles for the construction materials. So how come these towers survive? Well, they are different story. They were tools, and they owned by the government. State. Damaging the state property was a very heavy crime. As I said before, the tower was bought the Mezőhegyes Imperial and Goulash hot farm. This farm was one of the most important agricultural and economic enterprises of the state. It was state-owned, working farm, not private property. And the state kept the eye on it. No one tried to damage it. One thing is sure. Mezőhegyes is home of the legendary horses, creepy towers, a lot of questions, and zero answers. Typical Hungary. I have to say goodbye for these towers. Please keep watching. I am at the front of this memorial, on the roadside, between Mezőhegyes and Bottomless. This memorial was created to remember a tragic accident that happened here just a few meters behind it in 1961. I am going to go there and check it out. This small lake behind me has a big history. Wouldn't even call a lake at this moment. It's just about 30 meters in diameter. However, our history is big. Around the year 1960s, a Hungarian government and an American company, which was rare because the Hungarian government at that time was a communist government and the country was socialist. So they not really dealt with American companies, but at this time they did. So this Hungarian company and the American company was looking for oil in Hungary, and this place behind me too. So this place was a tower to looking for oil, and they drilled, and the tragical accident happened. The drill had hit a high pressure thermal water pocket. The enormous release pressure wrecked the drilling equipment and break the rig's foundation. And the water pressure was so big, the machinery safety failed, cannot handle a big pressure, and washed away all the ground and all the tower, all this big cement. Everything is sunk, and it is still done there. A lake got a little bit smaller over the years because 1960s was around 60 years ago, but it's still getting water from the ground, and there's some oil swimming on the top. This is the lake, and you can see, I'm not sure how easy to see on the camera, some oil, and the middle is just sometimes bird one, some bubbling, so it's getting fed from the ground. You can see there is some water movement, so it's never getting dry. It's kind of hard to imagine. They called this thing a lake with not bottom. Well, apparently all lake has a bottom, but it's somewhere down below is still the tower, or the cement foundation what the tower was standing is sunk. And they're so deep they never even try to remove it, because it's probably would cost to remove it than what is worth. Actually looks like over there some small fishes swimming. I'm not understand how can they stay alive in this oily water. Anyway, this is something but part of the Hungarian history, and if you happen to be driving around, it's worth to stop and look at it, because there is nowhere else in the world anything like this. We are in Mezőhegyes, and my wife
Hungary. Well, we run into this nice place here and made a pit stop. A place name is no name. No name. And it looks like this. It's a note owned and run by an Hungarian. Let's go inside. I'm not sure how nice it will be. How do you like it?
Good. Like what you cook. Tasty.
Tasty? Is she eating
With
bean
beans.
goulash soup with smoked pork? Nice choice, by the way. Real Hungarian food. And the style. Mezőhegyes cukorgyár. Wow. History of Otto, the tower we just visited at the beginning of the video. Old building, another old buildings, all the decoration, country style, beautiful. Five floors front of the wagon there. A piece of history of Mezőhegyes. Here is our palacsinta. And the light, not like this one. How is it? Good?
Very good.
So this is the backyard of the restaurant when we have our supper. I paid for $3,200 with tip for it, which is about $12–13 Canadian. It's a reasonable price, but definitely not a Filipino price. It's much more expensive. However, this place is beautiful. Here is the outside bar. It's kind of dark, and it's weekdays. It's not super busy today. There is a old-fashioned outside oven that you can see sometimes they're using because the black stuff on it. Part of the kitchen, prepare vegetable, prepare place. Garden. Back. Old wheel. This is a front yard here. Very nice place. Wow, here is a cannon. So if you not behave, they're going to shoot you. That one is smaller, what else? That one was on the small chicken to protect, I guess, from the cat or some eagles. Different color water cans, different size, wooden, the Hungarian name, this bucket, solution lot. Anyway, I have to say goodbye for this place. I enjoyed my dinner and I hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time.
Hungry and his wife is the global Canadian couple. They are exploring the world. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and share. Want to join their next journey? Hit the bell so you never miss an update.